What's going on, guys? JFC here. The market is going higher. Yes, it is going higher. Kind of expected though, because there was not much content today. We're gonna talk about if it's something that's gonna keep happening. Like, is this ever coming down? Is it ever coming down? Are we just gonna keep having it inflate and the coin injection just takes over like it's been happening here, and the market is just gonna go higher even more than it already has been? If you guys want to be featured in a video this week, you can leave a comment on this video. I made one last week called "Will EAFC 24 be bad?" or just respond to you guys' hot takes, questions, opinions about the next FIFA or anything about FIFA in general. Seems like a lot of you guys liked that video, so we'll be doing another one. Leave a comment down below if you want me to react to your comments or put it in the video or whatever you'd like. Okay, so there's really a live section. We actually, for our gamble pack today, if you invested in Fodder, the lower end did extremely well. 83 times 10 upgrade we got today, which was an 83 rated squad and 84 rated with one team of the week player. And this Rise to Glory SBC, which was a tradable small prime gold players pack, by the way, which once again, remember what I was saying, EA used to never, I think we had like all last year and the early part of this year, we literally never see tradable packs and SBCs other than marquee matchups. And now we're seeing them at half of these daily SBCs, and everyone's completing these daily SBCs also, by the way, because you get a reward at the end of it. So you add all of this in, and EA are so obviously trying to make this market continue to rise even higher than it already has been. 8310 though, is it worth it? Probably not, but at the same time, what it is good for is if you're like League SBC grinding or whatever, and you have some untradeable 83s, 84s, put them in here for an 8310 upgrade. That is nice that's a nice thing about this SBC. It expires in 3 days, and then you can do it once every 24 hours. So I think you can do it two more times, but it's hard to say. It might be 3 more times because like EA with their expiration dates, you can never see when it actually expires. 3 days always means 3 days and some hours, which is the dumbest thing ever to me. Just little things like that you don't understand why they're not different or improved on than they are. The 81 plus double upgrade came out, and it requires, I think, 10 rares to do it. Another SBC that's probably not worth it to do from scratch by any means. 81 plus doubles are not the worst ever, but they're also not as good as player picks in my opinion. Good for, like, you know, once again, League SBC guys, but if you're doing it from scratch, I would probably just stay away from it as much as you could. Store, once again, same old, same old. Literally, it's like the same thing every day. Elite packs, refresh every single day now. Winter 100k packs, refreshing every day. Winter rare players packs, they're kind of new. They've been only here for the RTTF promo. But premium gold players pack plus is also here every single day. So same thing, once again, we've been seeing. I'm waiting for a day they don't refresh the elite packs. They always expire in 24 hours, and they refresh every single day. Like the whole Future Stars promo, they seem to have these in the store, and now the whole RTTF promo also having these in the store. They obviously know people like opening these packs. They're staying in there for a reason. Now looking at leaks, once again, we just don't have any. We literally don't have any leaks right now of what's coming on Friday. This here is a team of the week concept of what could be coming this Wednesday. Definitely could be some interesting cards in here. You know, you got Kylian Mbappe, obviously. Chiro Immobile looks pretty decent. Marcus Rashford. Hopefully, if Rashford gets like a featured team of the week card, he could actually be like an insane team of the week card, which I would not be complaining about at all. Hoffman 89 rated, pretty crazy card there. Whichever card gets featured should look pretty nice, honestly, if they're a higher rated card. Looked on here, you got Tavernier and Mkhitaryan. Marco Reus is there. There's some good cards in here. There is some good cards in here, and we could be looking at an all right team of the week. Now, other than that, we just don't have much for the market, which we will look at here right now. We might as well, because the market is going higher, ER, than it already has been. Really, mostly in the top end stuff. It's just incredible to look at these team of the year prices, by the way. I mean, team of the year, Jude Bellingham is 3 million coins, basically. Where is Benzema? Because I was looking at Benzema for my team the other day. Today. I don't know why I said the other day. Literally like 3 hours ago. And he's 3.38 million now, which it's crazy how rare these cards have gotten, and just how expensive this market is going. Like, it is actually crazy that I never thought we would see a FIFA market be this high again. I really never thought we would after the direction EA were going. But of course, like, this isn't anything new for the past few weeks, right? The market's been really high for the last couple weeks. We want to talk about if it's going to go even higher than this. And the answer to that question is probably it depends. The only real way to find out is coming this Friday, really. We have a complete stopgap in terms of what This is probably the biggest stopgap in promos that we don't know what's coming, because we probably, it's like 3 weekends until FUT birthday. So you've got a few weekends in here that we just don't know what's coming. We have no idea. Either could smash us out of the park, they really could, make it so that some of these top end cards do get sold off a little bit, put some really good player SBCs in the SBC section. There are some ways for the market to come down a little bit from this, or the content is not great, it's just okay, it's a little dry, and we see it slowly rise up over the course from now all the way up until this weekend, because, you know, we're gonna slowly get leaks. I'm assuming tomorrow at this time we'll have some idea of what's coming on Friday. Usually by Wednesday morning we have an idea, or even a card or two leaked, so we kind of have to wait and see for that too. But unfortunately, you have two factors that are pretty uncertain right now. You've got the coin injection that's just making the market go higher every time there's no good content coming out, and a potential for this weekend to not have much content at all. If there's no promo this weekend, you're gonna be looking at a huge market rise, because there'll be nothing to do other than buy teams and play weekend league. I think the likelihood of that is probably very low, but just throwing it out there just in case. The thing is, there's going to be a time when EA stop giving tradable packs randomly in SBCs and the store packs kind of dry up a little bit. It's probably going to be more obvious when the coin injection will stop and when the market might drop a little bit. And right now, we're just not looking at it. We're just not seeing it. We're just not seeing it right now. I think that's more likely. Probably does okay. Probably does all right. These cards are already up a little bit, by the way. Reason being is we're kind of getting closer to those games. For a few of these cards, like, where's Raspadori? Am I blind? Oh, he's right here. He's extinct. Is he 200k then? That's my guess, right? It was 190, yeah. Raspadori was like 180 for a long time, 185. His max is 190. If Napoli do win, they play today. Liverpool, Real Madrid, and Napoli and Frankfurt play today. This will be the first day to see some of these RTTF movements and how kind of like a win or loss reacts to certain cards. Because I think if Napoli win, say they win like convincingly today in the first leg, people are going to start believing in Napoli more, because obviously they're doing so well in Serie A right now. But the Champions League is obviously a tough test. And if they win, like, say 3-0 or something like that first leg, people are not only going to buy him because they're up 3-0 and they're probably going to advance, but because they might go far into the tournament because they're playing so well. So Raspadori has huge potential. You have to count on the price range update, of course, too. But if, say, Napoli do win very convincingly in the game today, you could be seeing Raspadori just skyrocket if they update his price range in time, which I really hope they do. Don't keep him at 190k today. Please, EA, just don't do it, all right? But oppositely, is that a word? Oppositely? Tuta, if Frankfurt were to get a result today, he could do really well, because one upgrade for Tuta would look very nice, and especially two upgrades, right? I think it's win the first game after the promo is announced. So if Frankfurt were to get a win against Napoli and advance, you're looking at Tuta with 83 pace, possibly like 90 defending. That card will obviously be higher than this. So I want to take a gamble on either one of these cards. I think they're both relatively 2 or better chances to make coins, honestly. They probably are, all things considered, because these are the two Champions League cards that can get 2 inform upgrades, right? The Europa League and Conference League cards don't get 2 inform upgrades right away. They only get 1. The Champions League cards, it's just if they win their first game after the promo, then they'll get an extra inform upgrade, because they have 1 less round than the Europa League and Conference League. They have a round of 32. Champions League obviously only has a round of 16. So I think those two are your best chances to make coins today. And Mullen's already up a little bit from where, if you guys bought Mullen, we were talking about him, he was like 86,000, I think, or 87,000. He's already up a little bit. As we get closer to that second leg, he's probably only going to rise. If he's up to like 100,000 coins before the second leg, I'm fine selling if you bought some. But obviously, if they do win that game, Dortmund, Mullen is getting 2 inform upgrades. That's going to be a crazy good card. Once again, great investment. I think Mullen is a great investment. He still isn't 93,000 because if they win, he's probably doubling in price. Mullen's max price range is 200k. Like that, some of these cards are just begging to go to the moon. They really are. Kevin Volland even too. I think Volland is already up like 1,000 or 2 from where he was. Still think these RTTF cards are fantastic investments with relatively low risk when you're talking about volatile cards like RTTF cards that fluctuate drastically in price considering a win or a loss. They're actually not the riskiest cards ever when they're talking about the cheaper ones. Fodder did very well. 83s were like 2.8k today at their absolute highest, which means they doubled in price. If you guys club stocked fodder, you pretty much did really well other than like 88s went down 1,000. Other than that, like everything went up or stayed the same. You doubled your money on 83s. 84s went up over 1,000. 85s went up about 1,000. 87s went up about 1,000. So we did well in the fodder department, which is always good to see because we didn't get an icon pack, which is kind of surprising. The gamble pack was 8310. I would not be shocked by any means if we got a hero or gamble pack still this week. I still would not be shocked by any means, especially with what content is coming. I have no idea what content is coming over the course of this next week. In terms of until Friday, we got Tuesday content, Wednesday, and Thursday. 3 days of we have no idea what's coming. There'll be some room for possibly a little gamble pack, considering with coin injection hitting the market as much as it has been, EA usually likes to make some coin draining SBCs in there, make them a little more expensive because they know they can kind of get away with it. As you guys can see, my Goretzka fund has really increased the coin value of the club. Now, have you guys used any like mad expensive cards this year? We're talking like literally no budget. Like I'm talking like 5 million coin budget that you think is just so insane. I need to try him. I've tried most cards in the game, but some of these like really high-end cards I've not really tried. I'm gonna try mid Johan Cruyff this weekend. Haven't really used him this year. Want to use him more. What's like an insane icon hero that is like crazy expensive, but he's actually worth being that expensive? If you guys have anyone I should try, please let me know. Also, once again, leave a comment, questions, hot takes. You know what to do. I love you all. See you next video very, very soon. Peace.